gonna try. I just want to say I'm really grateful to be a part of this special weekend. I'm so excited for both Matthew and Jenna. Weird to say Matthew. As we celebrate their marriage. So I've lived with Matthew in a variety of settings. I've lived with him as a fellow camper at Camp Vermont in the Poconos, as a student in the extremely classy dorms of the University of Maryland. But most recently, I've lived with him in the Washington Square West section of Philadelphia. This was just prior to when Matthew moved to New Jersey to live with Jenna. So I want to focus on our time in Philadelphia for two reasons. The first is this is where Matthew spent the first half of his engagement months while Jenna lived in New Jersey. But second, this is where Matthew learned how he would need to adjust if he wanted to successfully navigate the rest of his engagement, and perhaps the rest of his life with Jenna. So at the time, it was me, Matthew, and my fiancée Laura sitting over there, living together in the apartment in Philadelphia. Laura actually saw herself as Matthew's trainer. Presumably because she had already given up on training me. So I want to be clear before I say anything that Matthew has always been an excellent roommate from Maryland on. But there were a few patterns of behavior that Laura and I both tried to address before releasing Matthew. First, Matthew has a tendency to express himself during important athletic and even non-athletic events on television. To the Montags, where are you guys? Over there. Right there. If you haven't seen the video of Matthew watching the Phillies win the World Series, you probably want to see it before you officially decide you can welcome him in your family.
It's a special circumstance.
If you need a copy, contact me.
I'd like that tomorrow before the Katuba signing.
We'll talk later.
Thank you.
A few other notes about Matthew, just from the perspective of his roommate. Matthew, he doesn't like to waste cleaning supplies, especially if he can cover it up with just water and a paper towel. I noticed that he takes a similar approach to laundry. So many of you know Hurricane Sandy. It was a big tragedy, happened recently. It affected New Jersey way more than Philadelphia. We expected it to hit Philadelphia. Matthew's survival kit for Hurricane Sandy. Unfortunately, it only included 15 cans of Chef Boyardee. Didn't feel the need to get anything other than that. Good luck, Jenna. Matthew, he's not fit for an adult conversation until at least 5 hours after an Eagles loss. So unfortunately, in last season, we didn't talk much on Sunday. Also, Matthew has a very lenient parenting style for Jenna's dogs, Bo and Lucy. I've already noticed that now. So maybe I should have struck that joke. It was good on paper. So it's hard to follow Aaron as far as sentimental, but I'm going to try at the end here. So luckily for Matthew, he's found somebody who loves all of him, quirks and all, which is pretty incredible. I didn't really see this happening.
Are you okay, Steve?
Yeah, it's funny.
And ultimately, this is how I knew that Jenna, Bo, and Lucy were perfect for it. despite my best efforts as Matthew's roommate, the only way that Matthew has substantially changed over the past couple of years is in how much his love has grown for Jenna. And I think that's something that everyone who's close to him can acknowledge. Matthew and I used to actually speculate, this is true, we speculated on, what would be the happiest day of our lives. And the conversation always started and ended, as I'm sure you can probably guess right now, with the Phillies or Eagles winning a championship. And we experienced that luckily in 2008 for the Eagles, especially with Jeremy Macklin today. It's not looking good. After tomorrow, though, I know that the answer to this question will become crystal clear for him. So I just wanted to say mazel tov, good luck, and l'chaim.